Okay, as you can see, our seedlings are entering week 4. They are still alive. Our lettuce is a tangled mess, but the outrageous romaine is doing okay. There are 2 poblano peppers that are just hanging in there and going strong, so I'm really hoping we can get them healthy and larger so that we can actually have a pepper variety this year. There are a few things that haven't started well, like our pepperoncini peppers, and we only have 2 little onions started, but we'll keep an eye on them. I really feel like it was a watering issue. So this group right here needs a little bit more help. I've been bottom watering these seeds in the yellow tray so that they can, build some better roots. And I also ended up leaving or turning the grow light on longer because they just weren't really getting enough light. I went ahead and separated some of the early snowball cauliflower just because I had the space, and also separated some of the Brussels sprouts. So I really wanted to try to get some of those into bigger pots before they became an issue and I forgot about them. So some may say you've already separated these or up potted these too many times, but so far they're doing okay. I had saved several seeds from our Roma tomatoes last year and I just left them in a ramekin. Completely forgot about them and they dried up. Normally I try to move the seeds around so they don't stick, but I'm going to do a little experiment. So I scraped up the seeds and placed them in a couple pots, and we'll see what happens. Again, a garden experience is sometimes just an experiment. All right, I got really impatient and I went ahead and brought my lettuce out. My outrageous romaine is, started inside. It's looking pretty good. I'm just going to plop it in tomorrow. I've already added for each of the 3, well, I have a spinach down here and then these 2 are lettuce. I've added our worm dirt to each of these and a little bit of fertilizer and kind of mix them up. This worm dirt was pretty wet, so I don't want to put those in the ground yet until that dries tomorrow. So I'll come back out here and give that a spot. The Paris Island was a mess. I let it get way too tangled and it did not separate, so we just kind of threw it in. I'm gonna cover it up so the birds don't eat it tonight or today, but hopefully nothing will pick at it tonight. I'll cover it with some mulch. I have a sneaking suspicion it will just be dead, but Paris Island grows super easy for me and I have a ton of seeds, so I'll just direct sow those tomorrow. So for tonight, what I'm going to do is just cover this lettuce. It doesn't want to cover nicely, of course. Stay in there, little friend. Okay, I think I'll go find a bigger cover. I'll cover this tonight and I'll come back tomorrow. I took the time to go ahead and plant my Laxton Progress peas around the outside of the lettuce cage. I just really kind of spaced them out so that there were probably 2 on each side, and I think I put about 4 in the front. So we will see how many come up. While going back and forth out to the garden, I noticed that our mini dwarf apple trees are really starting to, come into spring. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on them because we have 1 on each side of our back porch. And I want to make sure that they stay good and healthy. I really need to go ahead and give them some additional either fertilizer or top dressing, and just make sure that the bugs are staying off of them. I also went ahead and planted some French breakfast radishes in a pot near the lettuce and spinach area that I mentioned earlier and showed, because I want them to be the first round of radishes, and then I will start sowing radishes in among many areas of the garden at, different intervals. Okay, I just want to give a quick update. This is 1 week later after I put the garlic in, and I feel like it's grown a little bit. I did cover it because I knew there was a bunch of, a couple days of rain coming, so I did cover it so that it wouldn't get completely soggy. And I feel like, we're making some progress. There are a couple that look like they might be missing, so a creature may have come and taken it, but all in all, I'm thinking that the bed looks pretty good. Okay, it's the 1st of April, and I went ahead and put the outrageous romaine in. We will see how that goes. The Paris Island is kind of hanging in there, but I'll give you an update in about a week and see how this lettuce is looking. Again, thank you everyone for popping in, and if you have any suggestions for a new gardener, much appreciated. But, thank you for being here, and it's the beginning of spring, so I can't wait to see what you are growing and what I will learn this year. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next time.